Well, I have 6 o'clock. I've texted Jeff and reminded him of the meeting. So in that case, we will call the meeting to order. Let's see. First item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of the City Council meeting of January 17th, 2021. Those were sent out by email. Thank you, Jody. Are there any corrections to the minutes?
Move to approve the minutes.
I have a motion. Is there a second? Oh, I have a second from Stuart on text. It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor to approve the minutes will say aye.
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 Any opposed? And I've got Stuart chiming in aye over text. So the motion carries. Thank you all for that. Are there any requests to be out of state? I know I'm not going anywhere. It's too dang cold for that. Steve, yourself?
No, I'm going to be around.
Mark?
Nope.
Stuart? Nope, I know from him. All right. So there are no requests to be out of state, and we have no unfinished business. We'll move into new business. Looks like Jeff has on. Jeff, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. We've got discussion and vote on Resolution 865, COVID-19 quarantine leave. I'll pull that up here, Jeff. If you don't mind, start giving us an overview of that. I'd appreciate it.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
All right. The basis for this resolution is some information and materials that have been recently being circulated by the MMIA HR folks and other municipalities, reminding folks basically that the up to 80 hours of paid sick leave benefit that was created by the federal law last spring and required most employers, public and private, to afford that specific type of leave to their employees. That federal law obligation actually expired on December 31, 2020, and so the conversation amongst some of the MMIA members was giving consideration to the creation of a similar leave entitlement, at least through the balance of the current fiscal year, and then see where things stand at that point. So I think from the standpoint of a public policy measure, I think the reasons for the leave, even when it was created by federal law, I mean, just by way of background, the state of Montana actually, as an employer, prior to the FFCRA, actually created a discrete 80-hour benefit, and in no small part, just from the standpoint of people are sick or people are quarantined, you don't want to, and give them a reason to come into the workspace and potentially infect anyone else. So long story short, there's a host of municipalities around the state that were doing this, and I think it seemed to make sense from the mayor and finance officer's perspective. So what this would simply do would be create that discrete leave benefit for the next 6 months, and hopefully by that point in time the pandemic will be in a space through vaccination and otherwise where maybe it won't be necessary at that point. But for right now, I think the recommendation was to go ahead and create that benefit and leave it in place through June 30th, and then see what the landscape looked like at that point.
Perfect. So is there a motion to move Resolution 865?
I'll move.
It's been moved by
Second.
Councilman Major. It's been seconded by Councilman Merja. Is there any further discussion on the resolution? Is there any further discussion? Hearing
Call
none.
the question.
Thank you. Hearing none, the clerk will take the roll. Jody or Tom, do you mind just doing a quick roll call vote for us?
Steve D,
Aye.
I don't see anything else on Steve.
Steve Howard,
Aye.
Mark Major,
Aye.
and Stuart Merja.
Aye.
Thank you.
The ayes have it, and the resolution is carried. Thank you for that. Next item on the agenda is claims. The claims have been sent out by Jody. Thank you for that, Jody. Is there any discussion on the claims? Well, how about this? Is there a motion to approve the claims?
So approved. So moved.
It's been moved by Councilman Howard, and I believe that was Councilman Merja was seconding. Is there any further discussion?
So Corey, was there anything else?
Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, the those in favor will vote aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed will vote the same sign. Hearing none, the ayes have it, and the motion carries. Jody, please play the claims.
Thank you. And the others, thank you too, that I'm paying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Jody, do we want to get into the reports tonight? You and I were talking about that earlier.
You know,
Got them in the
I
packet.
didn't really I really didn't get any of the reports, so
Are the ones
I
that are in the
think
packet the ones from the previous meeting, from the minutes? Is that correct? It is. Oh, Jeff's shaking his head.
yeah,
Okay.
just from the minutes of the last meeting. So I got Jeff's, but I forgot to put those in. So really, I think we could probably wait and do
Okay.
them in March. We'll just
Okay.
do them all in March.
Perfect.
I mean,
Thank
if
you.
anybody's got any of the council has anything, that would be different, but any of the others, I didn't get the courts till today, so
That's no problem. Councilman Howard, do you have anything to add for the public?
Not at this time.
Councilman Merja,
No, not at this time.
Councilman Major,
No, I do not. Thank you.
thank you. I just want to remind folks that if moved to town recently, have had life-changing stuff going on that might affect the Lions Club calendar, talk to me or a Lions Club member, and we can get your information updated. We can also get you one of those calendars if you like. With that, is there any public comment? So we've got a couple of folks, a Melody, Kurt and Lonnie. Seeing no movement to unmute, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right. Thank you, folks. I appreciate that. That was a quick and easy one. Have a great night, everybody. And we'll see you next month. Reminder, it's the same time, same day of the month, next month. We won't
Right.
have a meeting until March 9th at 6 p.m.
thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks, you guys.